What's good, everybody? It's Mohammed, and today, guys, I'm coming to you with a brand new video. This time, guys, I decided to finally do a banlist prediction. I know my banlist videos don't really do too well. I just don't really care, honestly. I just want to share my content with you guys, and for the couple people who do enjoy it, shout out to you guys. You're always appreciated. But before we start the video, guys, like, comment, subscribe, check out all my socials, things of that nature, you feel me? But basically, guys, I was kind of holding off on this banlist prediction just because I was like, you know what? The ban list hasn't come out yet. I might as well just do it now because the way that's shaping up, it's probably going to come out on the Saturday. The first card we are going to be talking about is going to be Albion, this Sanctifier Dragon. Now, a lot of people have been talking about this card saying it should be banned because it's some now gimmick puppet, things of that nature. My only issue is with the Megatons coming out and Syac being confirmed reprint in the Megatons. I really don't know if this is going to get hit, specifically because there is always the argument of, oh, Konami needs to push product, which I think is a flaw in and of itself. But I do think that if it was to get hit, of course it would get banned. And kind of leave it at that. But I have been seeing a lot of trends where they've kind of been going side by side Master Duel, almost trying to keep it the same, and we see a Master Duel that it's not too crazy. So I think potentially what they can do is they can just ban Idol and ban Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Now it does suck that Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, oh my god, what did Gimmick Puppet do? But bro, they're not even using this card, and they don't even summon it during our opponent's turn anyways. Like, they just FTK. So I feel like it's okay. Leave Sanctifier to 3, just ban these 2 cards and call it a day. That's it. You can just walk away. And if people are summoning Raw, Disciple, and things of that nature, it's a lot worse. So it's perfectly fine with that. Like, Branded's already a broken deck. The fact that they have to FTK going first is kind of crazy because it's already such a powerful deck. But I don't think Sanctifier will get hit, in my opinion. Wish list, of course, I want Sanctifier banned. I don't give a shit about these other cards, but in my opinion, it will not get banned. Moving on to another card, and probably a very problematic card, is going to be Beatrice. This card gotta get banned, bro. Angel Blue Tears is so broken. Black Gold Laughs are so broken. Dumping Engine and then reborning, whether it's Muckcracker, whether it's freaking Princess, whether it's anything, right? Like, this card is just way too broken. It should have been banned. A generic level 6 monster with, like, again, the Abyss Shield, so Fiend Smith, any other deck kind of can just summon this card, go ahead, detach, dump any card, and then dump again during your opponent's turn. Like we should have known during tier format. This card needs to get banned, and in my opinion, it absolutely will get banned. Moving on to another card, in my opinion, that needs to get banned is going to be Flamberge. You know, people are sick of seeing 8 months of Snake Eye. I really feel like Flamberge needs to get banned. OCG, I'm pretty sure, did not do this. This is what we need to do. Especially with the Asmina cards coming out, like, the deck gets way too consistent. So I really feel like Flamberge needs to get banned. Just kill the deck, call it a day, and let's move on from this. Let's get into a brand new format where things are a lot brighter, because we have shown glimpses of kind of fun formats before things just kind of got out of hand. Flamberge is one of the reasons, like, bro, it's almost been a year. Like, I'm so over this. Like, let's just get rid of this card and let's just deal with it like that. Another wishlist card, in my opinion, it's not really a wishlist card. I really feel like this card needs to get banned. Specifically because, like, yes, I know that well, what did I say? I know that, like, these cards in particular aren't really seeing too much play, but the FTK is just there. And, like, again, similar to Master Duel, like, Centurion is still, like, a pretty good deck. It's still seeing play. I just think that Calamity should be gone, honestly. A turn skip card is just crazy. Like, we had, like, let's just, you know what, let's just admit, like, this last year was just a year of degeneracy with, like, Infernobles and things of that nature, like, kind of happening. So let's just end it here. Let's just move on. Let's try and reprint cards, and let's get into a new and healthy format. Speaking of healthy format, let's kill FTKs, right? So I personally think that Game Puppet of Strings, okay, if it was up to me, I would ban the rank up. Now, we have seen them kind of unban and ban cards again, like Fairy Tale Snow. So I really feel like this rank up card should have never been there. Like, this was the Zexal card. And I feel like this is just too much. If you ban this card, they cannot FTK, but they can still do kind of cool little niche plays, in my opinion. I don't care about an FTK getting hit and then you can still hand trap it and it's still weak to hand traps and all that shit. Like, I don't really care about that. What I care about is the FTK itself. If you ban the rank up, they cannot FTK. Now, what OCG did is they put this idiot to 1 and then made more difficult to actually FTK. But my issue with that is, yes, although that is a thing, the FTK is still around. So it's like, this is kind of a consistent in archetype FTK as opposed to, like, the other bullshit where there's, like, a Blaze Phoenix and whatever. So I feel like this is just gonna get hit. One of these two needs to get hit. In my opinion, it would be Rank Up Magic, but I can absolutely see Game Puppet of Strings. Thanks for this here. I can absolutely see Game Puppet of Strings getting hit on the ban list, but I would definitely say Rank Up should get banned. So you know what? Let me just move these cards here. Like this. So I'll put my official kind of list, and then in the limited section, I would want to see Sangan Summoning get hit. Again, we saw it on OCG, Sangan Summoning's at 1, and it's a lot more consistent. Additionally, I would actually want to see Sangan Kaiman also go to 1, if that's not too much to ask on me, please. Like, please listen to me, I've been a good boy. But I can definitely see Sangan Summoning getting hit, which is kind of the assumed card, and then Sangan Kaiman can go later. On the same note of kind of Tenpai, I would definitely want to see Pot of Prosperity get hit as well, because this is an indirect hit to Tenpai, but it's a direct hit to all the other kind of decks, and Prost should have been gone. People have been complaining about this card for ages and ages and ages and ages, especially with Kashtira and all those other decks kind of playing it. Purely also used to play it. So I think if Sangin Summoning goes to 1, Prosperity goes to 1, I think those are some pretty legit hits in my opinion for Tenpai. Moving on to some more cards, like again, a lot of people want to see Phantom of Yubel go to 1. But again, if it falls under the same categories like all these other bullshit cards where it's like Konami still needs a print product and Phantom of Yubel hasn't really been established yet, or it hasn't necessarily been reprinted. So in that regard, I really do feel like Phantom of Yubel is probably not going to get hit. This is probably the best hit to do. I don't think it's going to get hit in my opinion. I think they're just going to hit opening. All the other Yubel cards are just way too brand new, and like of course you're not going to hit like Lotus or anything like that, because that just like makes the deck that literally came out like friggin' 2 months ago a lot worse. So I feel like opening's really good. It's a starter card, it's an extender card, it's a follow-up card. I think it's too good. So limit or ban it would be pretty good. Like banning it is probably ideal, but it's like, again, what do the god cards do? So you just limited it and you kind of play with it at that. Like my whole thing is this, right? Like I know people are like, oh my god, like what do the god cards do? Like we shouldn't hit this card at all. But at the end of the day, it's like, bro, if you're playing god cards, you're probably not even playing proper format rules. So if that's the case, you don't really care if this card is banned or not, because like let's be honest, like Timmy and Tommy on the freaking playground are gonna be playing 5 of this card if anything, right? So that's my opinion on it. But I'm just gonna do the meta call and just keep it limited. Proto should be banned, honestly. It sucks, right? Because I love Sword Soul, and I think that Protos is really good in Sword Soul. I mean, I don't think everyone knows it, but the way that Ritual Beast is kind of using this card, like it should have never been back. Like I was saying before, very similar to the rank up card as well. I just feel like this is too much. Like these cards, like bro, look at what I'm saying to be banned. Like how do we even have this all in one format? This shit is ridiculous. But again, like I said before, Protos needs to get banned. I'm not gonna talk about it too much like that. Flame Banshee Search, too much. I still think that with Flamberge banned, I would still want to see like some form of Snake Eye Ash shit, whether Ash or Wanted. Wanted is more for the Azumina cards, because then you kind of have to like I don't know if they're gonna do a preemptive hit, but it's like you have to value your Wanted cards a lot more, because you only have 1 in the deck, and like if you banish to shuffle back, now you're not gonna have Wanted anymore, so it's gonna kind of hinder your other plays. The only issue is like, yes, Dia Belstar is gonna get reprinted. She's getting reprinted. I think, I'm not sure if Agov, oh no, Agov wasn't in Megatins, but she was already confirmed in the Rarity collection. So I don't think like Dia Belstar or Original Sin of Suppose will get hit. I think those are really copium hits. The reason for that is Dia Belstar is like a card that can bridge a lot of engines together, meaning that a lot of decks will become meta viable. Original Sin of Suppose is very similar, where like for example like Rescue Ace can use it, Fire Kings can use it, Infernoids can use it. So I don't think those cards are gonna get hit, because then it lowers the value and kind of the will to kind of pull that Dia Belstar. So I don't think Dia Belstar or Original Sin of Suppose will get hit. I do think that one of these 2 cards will get hit, if not both, and that would be really good. And it's everyone's been predicting a massive ban list, and it's true, like it's gonna be a massive ban list. Moving on to some bullshit card, D-Shifter banned. In my opinion, I don't think it will be banned. I can probably see like a D-Shifter semi-limit, kind of like a Gamma thing in Master Duel. But I can see it go to 2, because it's like, okay, it lowers the chance. It just makes it more sacky. In my opinion, it's so hard, bro. Like this card needs to get banned. It's like banned or whatever. But let's just leave it semi-limited or like limited and just like deal with it like that. And then another card is going to be Runic Tip. I think Tip should go to 1. So if you don't want to kill the deck, you put Tip to 1 and you make people deal with it. If you do want to kill the deck, you ban Phantom and you bound. What the hell? You ban Fountain. I don't know why it was so difficult for me to freaking say. You ban Fountain and you move on and you just call it like that. Runic Stun is just crazy, bro. Like unfortunately, it's abusing too many of the stun cards that Konami just has poor design, Synchro Zone, Skill Drain, all that shit's ridiculous. So I feel like in that regard, like this needs to go like one way or the other. My wish list is Fountain to ban, but there's too many ban cards, honestly. Yeah, I'll just ban Fountain. Let's just keep Tip at 3. Moving on, Appaloosa, I'm sorry, you gotta go. I'm sorry, like you were great to me. I respect you, but you gotta go, bro. Like if every deck is ending on Appaloosa, it's bad. It's really bad. Like decks cannot play when Appaloosa is there. If you're summoning Omni Negates, if you're doing all this other shit and you're doing whatever, and then you throw an Appaloosa for 3 negates, it's too much. You make an Appaloosa, you start comboing, you instantly through like 2-3 hand traps, your opponent has to open Imperm. It's too much, bro. Like you need to ban this card. I'm sorry, Konami, like whatever, but ban it. Skill Drain is gonna go to 1, just like all the other Floodgates. For some freaking reason, they're all at 1. Like I don't know. Heavy Storm, like I didn't want to talk about any cards getting off the ban list because like it's so whack. But Heavy Storm to 1, like why not? We need more back row hate. Moon, it's not gonna get hit. In my opinion, I feel like it can potentially get hit because it's like a common, and you prevent other decks from kind of using it. But like, I feel like if all these cards kind of get hit in some capacity or the other, Moon just doesn't get as good, because like, you know what I mean, then it's like the splash ability of Fiendsmith and it's a lot easier to play. And then Crossout needs to go to 1 in my opinion. Right, it's just way too good. I can't remember what else I was gonna say on the ban list, but Crossout will also go to 1 in my opinion. I think it's an absolutely fat massive list, but like, what can we do, right? This format is just in shambles. Really, these cards can go down by a lot, right? Let's get rid of Idol. Let's get rid of Game Puppet. Let's throw Sanctifier in there, right? Let's get rid of these Snake Eye cards. Let's just do a Flamberge, and let's leave everything else. But I feel like these cards are kind of non-negotiables, right? Like, all these cards need to go. They should have been gone in some capacity. Shifter needs to get banned, but what can I do, right? But this is it, guys. Screenshot it. Come back to this. I'm gonna come back to this to see if I was correct or not, to some degree, because I really do think I am correct. Farfa's gonna do his little ban list, like whoever got it. Make sure you guys plug this video. I don't know who's gonna watch this video. Make sure you guys plug it. Trust me, I'm gonna be the most right, guys. My name's Hamza. Like I always say, thank you for watching. Keep on shining and everyone dreams. Peace.